welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading with me, Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E. If someone has sent you this video, they believe there is something valuable for you to gain through one or a few of the messages contained herein. If this is your first time viewing a tarot video, just observe your body, thoughts, and emotions for any reactions, subtle or strong. This means you are resonating with the message and can benefit from its guidance. If you'd like to know when I upload or live stream new messages here on the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, watch Natalie, and toggle the notification bell. To connect on social media, you can follow me over on TikTok. It's the same handle, watch Natalie. Please block and report any other accounts. Always remember that time spirals. All of my messages are timeless, and you can learn more about me, my psychic work, the services I offer, the classes I offer, how to do your own forecasting, book your one-to-one Zoom with me in the description box down below. Without further ado, let's open up your message. Look at his arm is gripped on so tightly. Thank you so much, 𝚑𝚘𝚘, thank you, thank you. Okay, so in your pre-meditation, I picked up laughter. It felt very much like laughing it off, enjoying laughter, kind of like laughter breaking up some kind of tense situation. So if you guys are needing some reprieve or some break, watching a good stand-up. Okay, this one came through May the 30th, 2022. This was kind of funny. It says, happy, humble, healthy. This is sort of like that TikTok sound, live, laugh, love, where the people have live, laugh, love all over their houses, and it's like live, laugh, love, live, laugh, love. It kind of came through like that, except it's happy, humble, healthy. So let's put 𝚑𝚘𝚘 back. I like to do under this arm, so now he's a little bit more, you know. Thanks, 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚘. Okay, so let's start opening this up. Like I said, this came through, when was this? May the 30th. So this is feeling very happy and full and luscious and, you know, complete with everything. So let's see what's going on. First energy to start. Ooh. First energy to start, please. Happy, humble, healthy. One card. And we have the High Priestess to start. Love her. So this feels very much like that, interesting, these cliches and platitudes are somehow part of this, and I feel like you might be laughing at these things, or you might be like making light of the situation, maybe analogizing to something else. It feels like a play on a situation of some sort. Happiness is an inside job is what I'm getting with this. This is almost like having the job of putting on inspiring messages on those little tea things or something, kind of just very, but comical. Something's kind of comical about this. Okay, so there is like an inside job thing happening here. There is some answer that you're looking for, or something that's inside. And if you can just hack that, if you can hack your own consciousness, or maybe happiness itself, or satisfaction, or even stress management, even something, you know, that's going to be the secret. That is the secret. The secret is always self-knowledge. The journey, the adventure is always to understand the self. Ooh. Okay, so we've got these two that kind of flipped up like so. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of, I'm not taking all of this. We'll just take the top card, the Nine of Pentacles. Another single energy. So there's like 5. This is really enjoying your own company, to be honest. Like this Nine of Pentacles is always this is my bachelorette of the tarot energy, where this is someone that has their own setup. They live for their own work or their own motivations, and they're doing something kind of on their own. They're focusing on maybe like an ideal or an idea or a project, this is like a personal passion project. Ooh, right away something else came up. Is it? It's the Page of Pentacles. Wow, very simple today. Bottom of the deck, that Two of Swords, the Hanged Man. Oh, that's so funny. This was that glob. And then the King of Wands. So it wanted to come out. It made it sure that it came out. Okay, so overall, you've got someone that, ooh, and there's actually, I did it again, these two cards stuck together. So we're going to take it because we have to, but okay, so now we have the Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Three of Cups, and the King of Wands in your overall. That is so funny. Overall, there is someone here that does need to change their perspective on maybe their own friends, or just the sense of belonging, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of comradeship and maybe friendship or alliances. This could be having to overcome the individual ego in order for the group or the clan or the family to survive. It kind of looks that way. And it's not to say that it's wrong to have your own individual impulse. You guys know that I'm like a huge 𝚑𝚘𝚗fan. So, you know, balance is needed. So overall, this week it does feature someone that is imbalanced in the sense that they may be too, like, I don't want to say hard-headed, but maybe strong-willed, a little bit too strong-willed, where it overwhelms the collective experience or it overwhelms the group experience. They may not see that about themselves. This person could have this huge blind spot and they just don't see that, or yeah, they might just not see that with the Two of Swords. They might have trouble in their friendships or in their interpersonal relationships, and they don't connect it to their behavior, or they don't connect it to anything that they're saying or how they're coming across. So they might have a moment this week, this person, that kind of like that scene in 300 where he promises him that before this is all over, it'll be proven that this God King can bleed. And when that happens, it's pretty shaking. Think about that. If you've never had to see your own blood ever in your life because you're royalty and you've been insulated from common reality, when that does happen, when your enemy does this freaking, you know, trick, and everything changes in a moment, and all of a sudden everything's happening, and then you get this, you feel, it's like, that's a pretty big experience. That's like an ego death, okay? So this person this week may have some kind of moment where they see that which was always hidden from them, boom, right in front of them, and they're able to see this and analyze this and hopefully make some better decisions moving forward, or hopefully be able to participate, because this person seems extremely creative or passionate or vivacious, very enthusiastic. Hopefully it's backed up with some kind of talent or skill or ability or value. It is a King of Wands, so I'm feeling like this is someone that, this could be the person that's like laughing or something, or there could be like laughter of a group, there could be something with that. But since they're showing up as a king, it feels like they are someone that enjoys being passionate. They don't necessarily lose all of their energy into conflicts and arguments, and I'm not getting that. This is probably someone that is more passionate and excited and a little bit maybe clumsy, or just somehow unaware of someone else or other people, or how they are affecting other people. Or there's something that they're just not picking up on the group dynamic. And this, reading the room. So this is like when we just don't read the room. This is like when we just, you know, I was just thinking about this yesterday. Jim Morrison said something to the effect of, I have the soul of a clown that causes me to blow it at the most important moments. Something like that. It could be kind of like that, where they're like wildly creative, but they have some kind of, I don't know, awkwardness or weirdness, or just they just need some kind of shift in perspective in regards to their friends, maybe who they're around or who they're hanging around, or how they show up in their friendships and their groups and their associations and their alliances, that kind of thing. There could also be something stalled or held up with a dynamic such as that. There could be something that needs to change, or a new, if there's like a block, it's a collective block, and there needs to be a different energy, because this group, these three or more, they're all in the same frequency, so they're not going to be able to like all together synchronize themselves to get to the frequency to solve the, that would take like training, that would take, you would need like a little energy conductor to get everyone to do that. And so there's going to be a break to that. There's going to be a moment of breakthrough, but it's not going to come from anyone within that group. God, I feel like that took forever to say. Tell me about this High Priestess, please. Tell me. Thank you. 2 cards. Another double. So the doubling continues since, when was that? That was like the full moon in Sagittarius. That it's just been like weeks now. So we have Justice and we have a double King of Wands. This is interesting. I feel like this King of Wands has maybe some kind of access. This is almost like 3 houses are connected to each other through the backyard, like from Big Love. And this King of Wands could have, like under their home, they could have like a tunnel that goes to the grocery store or something. And it's like, but only his house has it. So they have that, this King of Wands person has it. They don't have to be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can be, does not have to be. They have some kind of tunnel like that, but psychically or intuitively, or just a hunch. They might just feel it, like, I just have a hunch, I just have a hunch, I just have a hunch. You know, they do though, and they're right. They've got this. If they let this kind of out, they could follow that and get some real gold here. They could create some kind of equality between the group. Like if the group itself is having issues, this person could feel out the solution to either get everyone through that gridlock, or to get to this group to a better level of operation and connection. But they have to go inside. And this is a very extroverted person. Like, this is a very person that, you know, there might be, and I believe that everyone is pretty balanced in terms of equal introvert energy and equal extrovert energy. I think it's, you know, yes, of course, there's some of us that are more extrovert than introvert, or more introvert than extrovert, but ideally for everyone to get that balance between the two is ideal. But I mean, you know, it's just ideal. So this person is ready to swing the scales in the other direction of going internal and balancing themselves that way. Let's take a look at this 9 of Pentacles. What is this 9 of Pentacles saying, please? Ooh, thank you. We've got the King of Swords. This is not focus. Well, there he is, King of Swords. So another person, this is kind of interesting. And then I'm going to take it because it's on the bottom of the deck. The 9 of Pentacles, another double. Okay, this really affirms what I was just about to say anyway. I feel like this person is someone that wants to get to know this individual. There could be a couple different things happening. So when you're taking in these tarot readings, some of these details may resonate and some may be what I call Scooby snacks that could be helpful for you in understanding the guidance or the message or the lesson, whatever is being opened up in these readings. And they're for somebody else, but they may not resonate like perfectly lined up with your situation, and that's okay. I am getting this person, this individual in the group, getting this single, very single, alone person. Like this is a bachelor, bachelorette person, and a third person that's more of a, this might be some kind of professional, a lawyer, a higher upper supervisor, or someone that they may have a degree, they don't have to have a degree, but they have some kind of standing, they have some kind of power, they have some kind of influence, and they're professional in the sense that they are a wordsmith, or they have a way with contracts or negotiations or strategy or planning or design, something that they love. This is someone that loves using their mental energy. So apply that with whatever profession. This person, and it takes a lot of mental energy. It takes a lot of mental construct, or as I say in my TikTok, creating holograms. So this person is seeking out this bachelor, bachelorette person, and or vice versa, but these two are coming together for something. But these two are making connection, and I feel like it might be this King of Swords. It doesn't have to be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can be, it does not have to be. I feel like they're the ones that's kind of seeking out, I don't know, whatever they're looking for. But then this unique individual pops up, kind of like all on their own. They seek this one person out of the group, depending on if this is like super connected or how connected this may or may not be. So they might single somebody out, or they might just find this person. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles, please. Ooh, thank you. We've got a couple cards. We've got Four of Pentacles. Temperance, and we have the Star. We have the Star, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have Temperance and Eight of Wands bottom of this deck. Not too much of a big deal though. This is just the Astral. This is kind of hilarious. So there's something sort of small. It seems sort of small. It seems like a message or a question or a form submitted. There's like something, an attachment, something that seems very small, a little text, you know, something very innocent, but it's actually everything. It's actually healing, it's actually inspiring, and it's actually grounding somehow. The Four of Pentacles, it's one of two things. The Four of Pentacles could be, it's holding on. So it's holding on with two different results. The Four of Pentacles can be holding on and resisting moving, resisting change, resisting the future, resisting innovation, resisting progress, and it sinks you to the bottom. Or the Four of Pentacles is holding on and it grounds. It grounds something that you want to stay, or that you want to take more of a physical form. I couldn't have even made this up of having a better combination. I absolutely love this, because what I'm getting from this is that if you're healing, if there's any kind of healing the wounded ego, whatever, if there's anything that is artistically inspiring to you this week, if there's any healing that you've been trying to heal of something that's been bothering you for decades, you can actually access the healing of it, the energetic of it, and feel differently, and you can ground it into a physical constancy, into a physical reality for yourself. Whether that is incorporating a concept of yourself or of your life that you want to make real and incorporate into your routine, into your daily rituals, or whether this is actually ideas and you are grounding them, you're singing them, you're writing music, you're writing books, you're writing a great American novel, you are, grounding that inspiration in some way, shape, or form, but you're able to do it. This is such a beautiful energy. And this is my slow cooker crockpot card, so something about this has been taking a very long time, or has been taking a long time to get really good. So, be very patient with yourself. This could have been something that's just taken a really long time to come together, but it had to be that. It had to be what it had to be. So something behind this very simple little message actually has all of this value behind it. And that's exciting to me. It's very exciting. I think I want to open up this King of Wands stuff a little bit more. It looks a little bit less clear and straightforward. It looks a little bit complicated. You have a lot of spiritual energy here. You have the High Priestess, Temperance, the Star, and the Hanged Man. So honestly, this is a week where you want to focus on your energy. You want to focus on your energetics. You want to focus on the quality of energy, the quality of your state of thinking, the quality of your emotional state of feeling, and like just regulate yourself this week. Because these are subtle imbalances that, you know, you don't want to make big life decisions on. You don't want to make decisions on some kind of like crazy energy or something that's like very transitory. It's not worth it. Okay, let me start with this Hanged Man and the Two of Swords. This is the perspective shift. What is this Hanged Man and the, thank you. We have the Ace of Wands. This is exciting. So the perspective that's trying to be flipped on its head, that's trying to be looked at in a new way, that's trying to, you know, get through some kind of roadblock, could be inspiration itself. It could be passion, it could be lust, it could be libido. So if someone has not been very libidinous, that could be your perspective. You know, maybe if you were very depressed and you just couldn't be libidinous and you didn't have that passion in you, your perspective can shift and you could regain some of your passion back. But it could be for anything. It could be for business, for work, for your personal passion project. But because it does have this social aspect to it, it's what the group is doing. It's the passion of the group, or it's the how the group starts something. You know, if you are in like a family band and you guys write songs together, no one ever gets along and it's always a big blow up, maybe changing how that happens and how you go back and make music together. So look at it that way. This is you and your group of people, if you're the King of Wands, figuring out a new way, seeing from a different perspective how to start a new song, how to make music together, how to make the flow happen. So that's a good analogy because it's really flowy. But the flow of whatever group you're working in, this could be, you know, advertising, or it could be some kind of what have you. Okay, now let me take a look at this High Priestess. That's always someone with a secret, that's always very mysterious, and it is the way through that subconscious mind that this King of Wands is going to create balance and equality and integrity and the right things being done. This King of Wands ultimately wants the right thing to be done. And, you know, it's a different kind of integrity than the King of Pentacles. This is someone whose very identity and ego is wrapped up in their positive reputation. So whoever this is, there's a new way to start something and they have to do these changes or make these changes in their family and their group situation in a way that is balanced. Let's take a look. What is this? Justice and High Priestess. Thank you. We've got kind of a lot of cards. The Hanged Man at the bottom of this deck, the potato chip deck. I'm just going to take the ones that, this is the top that flipped upright. There's a glob underneath, but we're not going to take it. And then there's two that flipped down facing, and we will take those. So we have the Strength. This is very all spiritual energy. We also have the King of Cups, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Don't know why I do that when they don't focus. But we have the King of Cups and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I have good news and I have great news. So the good news is that the pressure's off of you if you're the King of Wands. The great news is that all you have to do is change your internal chemistry in your attitudes towards another person, because it's this King of Cups person with the Wheel of Fortune that kind of just comes out of nowhere, that rocks and shakes everything up. It just shakes up the whole dynamic. It does. And so it's just going to be this one King of Wands. It's going to have to go inside and do some internal energetic work, and then just, you know, get with the success of the collective, of their collective, like whatever this is. You know, if the King of Wands is the dad and the teenage son comes home with like a brilliant idea of how to solve some like family issue that dad's been trying to solve for like 6 months, and the son just like solves it immediately, you know, that dad should go with that solution if it's the best solution and not care where the solution came from. It's whoever has the best idea that should win out. That should always win out. Now, we shouldn't put too much into whoever happened to be channeling that idea in the moment, because if everyone, if this in particular, if this is your family, if this is your coworkers, whatever, or your classmates, your creative collaborators, if you're all in the hive mind state and you're all trying to get to the same goal or the same bottom line, then it shouldn't be this huge personal drama which channel it comes out of. If there's 5 channelers, if there's 5 people working on something, 5 people trying to solve a problem, just the best idea. Everyone get what you're channeling, get what's coming through, but the best idea should win. That's just my, that's Natalie interjecting. That's not the message from like the above. I'm just saying like it should be that way. What the message is saying though is that this person is going to have a little bit of a problem with it and have a little bit of problem coming to terms with this. But the great news is that it's not on you to have this. I don't know, maybe you want to do something first, or you want to do something best, or you want to do, just focus on being uniquely yourself. So whatever's happening in the group is definitely causing this person to go within and make some upgrades and improvements. But yeah, this King of Cups just comes out of nowhere. This is someone just comes out of nowhere, just changes all up everything, changes and rocks the boat. So, okay. I'm glad we just opened that up a little bit more. So this is a very interpersonal week. I mean, there's stuff happening socially, but, really with this King of Wands. And have a lot of compassion or patience if this is someone around you. 1 card, bottom of the deck, you have the Vulture. Accept the inevitable. Let go of the past and welcome a rebirth to begin. Let go of the past. Accept the inevitable. Welcome the rebirth to begin. That's all this is you adapting to change and going with the flow, and it makes people a little triggered, and the subconscious programs start to pop up trying to like protect you and self-preserve you. Whoever you are when you're surviving hard things, that is not the person you want to be when you're healed. That cannot be the same person. It just can't be. So at some point, and that's when the ego deaths start to happen, when you're going from like a surviving, threatened state of being into a karmic cycle of working through all this karma, working through these obstacles and doing all this alchemization, into more and more of the reward cycles where you are learning and growing through a state of inspiration and joy and happiness and all the good, happy things. So, you can do a lot of healing and make a lot of progress, but you got to let that ego go. You got to have the ego deaths to really get into that other longer lasting and more consistent reward cycle. And I'm just speaking karmically. This isn't like a dogma or anything. This is just, I'm just speaking from universal law, cosmic law, energy and stuff. So it's the same for everyone is why I'm saying that. It's the same for every single one of us when we work in accordance with cosmic law or outside of it. And then the consequences are karmic. So we all get what we've earned. So that's fair. That makes me feel better. I don't know about anybody else. The card that popped for you is the Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So this King of Wands, if this is your son, if this is your daughter, if this is your neighbor or your coworker or your boss or your colleague, whomever, they are on this journey of inner expansion and inner wisdom that is coming out, and they're learning a lot. So have, good, healthy boundaries, really support them. It's a green flag when someone encourages you to have healthy boundaries with them. In all of my personal relationships, I'm very clear and communicative, very, very encouraging of them in this personal relationship with me, having their own boundaries, asserting their own boundaries, and I'm very vocal and communicative, making sure that they're aware that I'm aware and that I'm encouraging and promoting and accepting of boundaries, because that's a green flag. Green flag. We talk a lot about red flags. These are green flags. Green flag here. So I'm just saying like how to support someone going through this. If you're around this King of Wands person, this is how you can support them as they're going through some kind of rebirth in their own right. because we all need room to grow in all of our relationships, and those are the really solid ones when everyone has room to grow at their own pace, in their own way, in their own time zone, in a safe place. I love you guys. Take very good care. Get that chocolate chai from Ashley. Link in the description box below. Shoot her an email. I love my chocolate chai at the end of every single day. It is such a treat and such a delight. I will check in on your energies next time, my loves. Until then, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings.